Good evening, members, officers and member of the public, and welcome to this meeting of the Executive. I will now read out the emergency evacuation announcement. Should we be required to evacuate the building, would you please leave the building via the entrance doors to the hall, continue straight on and exit the building via the double doors on the right to the car park, which is the assembly point. Please do not delay your evacuation by collecting any belongings. Please do not return to the building until given permission to do so by council staff. Please note that the meeting will be audio recorded, and please switch off mobiles and turn them to silent. Members, there is a need to use microphones during the meeting. When I invite you to speak, please wait until there is a microphone in front of you before speaking, as microphones are needed for the hearing loop and for the audio recording. Please, where possible, assist in passing microphones to each other and use the hand gel and antibacterial wipes on the tables if you do touch the microphones. Members, voting will be done on a show of hands in line with the Constitution. I will ask for a show of hands for and then against recommendations, and will also ask for the show of hands for those wishing to abstain from voting. Okay, members, we move to item 1, apologies for absence, and we have received those from Councillor Wootton, our leader. I think everybody else is present, Sonia? Yeah. Item 2, substitute members. There are no substitutes. Item 3, non-members attending. We haven't any. Item 4, minutes of the meeting held on the 9th of September 2021. Are these minutes agreed, members? Thank you. Item 5, to receive declarations of interest. Are there any declarations? No? Thank you, members. Item 6, matters referred to the Executive and reports from other committees. The portfolio holder for Environment and Place, Councillor Dave Sperrin, will present this report. Thank you, Councillor Sperrin.
Thank you, Chairman. The Parks for Nature initiative was brought in to a review committee for consideration. I think I was quite surprised at the response that was present in that review meeting. Officers and myself had gone round to all the recreational areas and open spaces to advise ward councillors of the intentions, what we wanted to do, and by and large I would say while we were out and about the reaction was very positive. At the meeting itself, and I think it's, as it says in the report here, 1.2 broadly endorsed the principle of Parks for Nature, but there did seem to be an underlying feeling that while a lot of people agreed with the principle of Parks for Nature, they also wanted to make sure that it didn't affect their particular recreation area, or they were very concerned. And despite the fact that myself, Councillor Wootton, Mr Hotton had all agreed that we would reconsider or amend any of our plans, there seemed to be, what should I say, some concerns as to the way this was going. It may just have been my personal view. One councillor raised the concern that in the public consultation there were only 400 replies. When asked what number he thought would be appropriate, there was a deathly silence. There are those approximately 400 replies, 92% agreed with the policy of Parks for Nature. As I understand it, at the moment, on the local plan we've received, and I may be told that this is an incorrect figure, but I'm led to believe we've had something in the region of 800 responses. So I would suggest that 400 for a Parks for Nature is a pretty good response. as I say, I've seen the recommendation here that another working group is set up. Personally, I cannot endorse this recommendation. I believe that we have a better phraseology, and I believe it's necessary that the Parks for Nature or Open Spaces working group be very adjacent or involved with the carbon neutrality, and we've got an additional recommendation here if you wish to follow my lead. Chairman? Sorry, an alternative. Sorry, not an additional, alternative recommendation. I don't know if Mr. Harton's got anything he wants to add, or no? Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Councillor Sperrin. Any questions? Councillor Williams. I'll just come there, Councillor Sperrin. Just come in there. Okay. Okay, members, there is one recommendation set out, paragraph 2.1, that a member working party be established to work jointly with officers, the portfolio holder for environment and place, and key stakeholders along the carbon neutral working party group on proposals for each site. Can those members in favour please raise their hands? Thank you, members. Can those members against please raise their hands? Okay, that's unanimous. So the recommendation is lost. Councillor Sperrin, would you like to then present your recommendation, please?
Thank you, Chairman. The recommendation is the terms of reference for the carbon neutral working group is extended to include and consider the needs of the open space users balanced against the Council's objective to improve its carbon footprint.
Thank you, Councillor Sperrin. Councillor Williams? Thank you. So, members, can we have a vote, please, on the new recommendation? Those in favour? Okay, that's carried. Thank you. Okay, members, we move on to item 7, the Connect programme. This report sets out the business cases for those Invest to Save projects as highlighted in the Connect programme pipeline presented to the Executive on the 9th of September 2021. This is the work of the key change champions, Amy Galter, the Council's ICT Business Support and Relationship Manager, and Sonia Worthington, Principal Democratic and Corporate Services Officer, are here this evening as the two key change champion lead officers for those projects. And Dawn Tribe, Assistant Director, Transformation and Customer, is here as the Senior Responsible Officer for the Connect programme. The two projects are SharePoint and OneDrive migration and Committee Management Information System upgrade. Councillor FD, would you like to present the report, please? Thank you.
Yeah. First of all, I'd like to thank Dawn and Amy in this difficult times. An Invest to Save project is always great, and this will help us save money over the long term. The SharePoint is already being used by members, and I'm sure the officers will have great use of it like we have as members, and the savings on it are really great over a longer period of time, and it should take us no longer than 3 years, 36 months to get our capital back and then move on to some savings. And also with the CMIS, which also will give us savings after about 18 months, and it will also help greatly with our carbon neutrality, with hopefully getting rid of a load of paperwork. So I won't go into too much technical detail because that's why Amy's here and Dawn's here as well this evening. So let them go on with it. Thank you.
So members, I'm not going to repeat anything that's already contained in the report and in the business plan, but I thought in terms of the CMIS upgrade case, it might be useful to show you some screenshots. So, current slide. There we go. So I logged into another council's My CMIS app using a tablet, and as I hope you can see on this screenshot, was able to write freestyle on a committee document and highlight different sections of the report. My CMIS can be used on Android or iOS tablets and on Windows or Mac laptops or PCs. So moving on. On this screenshot, in addition to handwriting notes using a pencil, I was also able to highlight text and attach a digital post-it note. Here you can sort of see, you know, as well as highlighting text on screen, you can also underline within the functionality of My CMIS, which is obviously quite useful when you're going through documents. On this particular one, I made a note on a digital post-it note. The next page, which I'll show you in a moment, shows the post-it note expanded by simply clicking on it. Yeah. And then moving on, if you're referring to a lengthy document in My CMIS, it's possible to use the go to page function and type in a page number, which will then automatically take you to that page in the document. Really useful for, say, budget or lengthy planning policy documents, for example. Using My CMIS on a tablet or a PC, on a tablet you can pinch the screen to zoom in and out, so you can select different views, ranging from a continuous view, facing continuous view, facing view, single page, or even night mode view. It's very versatile. I'll just show you, as you can see. Okay. You can easily search in documents for particular phrases in My CMIS. In this case, I searched for fireworks, and the document highlighted each instance that this appeared. And I think that's that's all I've got to say really, unless anyone's got any questions.
Agreed.
Better? Lovely, thank you. Okay, the exempt report will be presented by Portfolio Holder for Environment and Place, Councillor David Sperrin. I just asked Sonia that, because I'd already done, they've walked out.